Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. We've got a great fight night for you with 9 fights, 18 fighters, 16 men and 2 women in the ring tonight. 48 rounds are scheduled. We'll see if we go all 48. And of course, the main event, Danny Boy O'Connor against Michael Clark. My name is Butch Stearns, and our host for this evening will be up here momentarily. He's, of course, Kenny Casey from the Dropkick Murphys and from Murphys Boxing. How about a round of applause for our host putting on this event tonight? And a quick reminder to all of you, we are streaming this event live to 36 countries around the world, every town in New England, except I think Wakefield. I think they blacked us out in Wakefield tonight. I don't know why. Without further ado, I'd like to remind you, this is also a fundraiser tonight. And Stephanie and Tony, who are walking around, I don't know where you are, ladies, raise your hands. All the money raised tonight for these raffles, and you can win some fabulous prizes, Red Sox tickets and more, is going to the Mass Fallen Heroes tonight, folks. So buy some raffle tickets, support them. All right, are you ready for a great night of boxing? Here's your host, Kenny Casey.
Well, Butchie, I think you covered it all anyway. So, and once again, thanks everyone for coming out. Let's not forget the real reason we're here, aside from a great night of boxing, is to raise money for the Mass Fallen Heroes. These guys are all sitting over here, and a great bunch of guys doing great work. So, anyway, thank you all for coming out. We're going to turn it over to John Vina. He's going to get the night started. Thanks for everyone who's tuning in pay-per-view, and let's go.
Entering the ring right now, making his pro boxing debut tonight, is Woburn, Massachusetts native Gilvan Santos, who, like Matt Doherty, who was victorious in our previous bout, a practitioner of mixed martial arts, transitioning to boxing tonight to make his proper pro boxing debut. Opposite him tonight will be Timmy Ramos, who has been a standout on the New England amateur scene in recent years. You'll see with Gilvan Santos in his corner some notable North Shore mixed martial arts trainers.
You know, it's quite a guy to turn pro against. Tim Ramos with a big background in amateur boxing.
And you will hear the crowd respond as John Vina introduces Tim Ramos, making his pro debut tonight, into the ring. Brandon, you know what Tim Ramos brings to the table firsthand as you competed with him in the amateur ranks. Tell us about that experience and what we can expect from Tim Ramos tonight.
You know, Timmy and I grew up in the amateurs. You know, it's been 8 or 9 years now we've been at this. You know, and I'm so glad that he's turning pro tonight. I feel like his style is going to fit the professional scene very well. We fought a couple of years ago in the finals in the New England Golden Gloves, and he's very, very slick. He's fast with both hands, very good foot movement. You know, I think that you're going to see some good slickness. I think the first round might be a little feel-out process for him because this is different. You know, this is the professional world. So we might all get to know a different Timmy Ramos tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. He's made the transition down to 126 pounds. When we competed, it was at 141. So let's see if he can carry some power down to 126. I'm very excited.
Well, both combatants are now inside the ring. We'll send it to John Vina for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your third bout of the evening is scheduled for 4 rounds. This at a catch weight of 128 pounds. This bout is proudly presented to you by Matrix Aerospace, and your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Paul Doyle. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner to my right. He's wearing black trunks with yellow trim and weighing in at trim and ready, 129 pounds. He comes from nearby Woburn, Massachusetts. And now making his professional debut, please welcome Gilvan Santos. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner to my left. He's wearing black trunks with gray trim and weighing at trim and ready, 126 pounds. Also making his professional debut tonight, he comes to us from Framingham, Massachusetts. Introducing to me, Ramos.
Timmy Ramos making his pro debut wearing the black trunks with the silver trim. Gilvan Santos making his pro debut wearing the black trunks with the yellow trim. 4 rounds, technically junior lightweights, but Timmy Ramos entered the fight at 126 pounds, which is the featherweight limit. And you mentioned earlier that when you competed with Ramos in the amateurs, it was in the 141-pound weight class, and he had a great physique then. He's entering 15 pounds lighter tonight at 126 and also looks great.
Yeah, you can see that he's obviously put in a lot of work and time. This doesn't happen overnight. And, you know, we've spoken in the past. He's been wanting to turn pro for a while. You know, he's done everything possible in New England in the amateurs. He's been to the Nationals, represented Team New England. You know, I think it's time, and this is a very, very appropriate time for him in 126 if he feels good. And, you know, this is the way it is. You have that extra day to hydrate, and I'm looking forward to his pro career. See, he's very calm in there. You know, this is nothing new to him other than the fact that it's his professional debut. You know, I think you're going to see him trying to work off the jab. You're going to see some slick boxing here from Timmy Ramos.
I will say that I do like the heart so far, courtesy of Santos, and I think that he has gotten the attention of Timmy Ramos with some of his wild swinging punches that have landed.
He's definitely landed a few, and, you know, this is Timmy Ramos' pro debut. This is the first time, you know, he's been hit with these smaller gloves with no headgear on, and it takes some time to get used to, and that's why the first round is so important.
But now it's Timmy Ramos responding to kind of some nice body shots that force Santos to clinch.
The body is very, very important for Timmy to focus on with his opponent here. Slow him down a little bit, although it's only a 4-round fight. I think that it'll slow him down because his opponent came out swinging very wildly, and like you said, you know, a lot of heart. So hopefully we can slow the pace down a little bit, and Timmy can work on what he's good at.
Swinging very wildly, a lot of energy expounded, and is actually breathing with his mouth open right now, and I don't like the way that his mouthpiece is kind of dangling out of his mouth at times. That seems ripe for disaster if Timmy Ramos will land a hard shot right across the face.
Sure does, yeah, no, that's very dangerous. Now he's taunting Timmy Ramos, something he probably shouldn't be doing, especially if he's getting tired here. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you see some issues with that mouthpiece, possibly starting to fall out and, you know, buy some time.
And Santos dips incredibly low to avoid some punches. Referee doesn't break them as he tries to clinch. Nice right hand by Timmy Ramos. That's a good pro move. Protect yourself at all times. Referee didn't say stop in the action. He hit him with the right hand.
That's right. There isn't going to be any tricks that you can show Timmy that he hasn't already seen. He's been around this game for a long time. Spars with all the local pros. A lot of local talent here in New England, and he's growing up right in the mix with.
He's from Framingham, Massachusetts. This is a guy in the gym who's a pretty good fighter from Framingham himself, Danny O'Connor, who we'll see in the main event. Good opening round between Timmy Ramos and Gilvan Santos here at Melrose Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. Santos came up very aggressive, landed some good shots. Ramos kept his cool, however, and landed some good shots of his own, and probably landed the cleaner, more effective punches, but at the same time, nothing that really had too much of an ill effect on Santos to the point where you thought he was in any trouble.
Yeah, the only time that I thought maybe some of the punches would have affected him was when Ramos landed a few to the body, which is a very common occurrence in pro boxing or any combat sports, of course. So I think that you'll see in the second round some adjustments Timmy may make is just to believe in the jab, work off the jab, and try to get some into the body again, slow him down.
And what I saw from those body shots you spoke of is that he never really had Santos in trouble, but he did earn his respect with those shots landing to the point where, from that point on in the round, I noticed that Santos was trying to fight on the inside much more as to not allow Ramos to get much leverage on those punches. Whereas before, he was from the outside, coming in from all angles, ready to swing for the fences.
Definitely, and you can see he's having issues with his mouthpiece here, like which we talked about in the first round.
And you know what I see here in round 2 from Santos, and we saw it from Ramos as well, but I like it coming from Santos because he learned it from Ramos in round 1. When they're in the clinch, the ref didn't tell him to break. He snuck in a right hand upstairs.
That's right. That's right. It's protect yourself at all times. And
nice uppercut by Santos.
Very nice uppercut.
I must say that the manager of Gilvan Santos Rodrigo Almeida, who's one of the best mixed martial arts featherweights in New England, came up to me before this fight and said, don't think Santos is here as an opponent. And I like that.
It's great when they come in hungry like that, and they know they're here for the same reason as the guy across the ring. Both of them looking for the win here. You can see he's feeling pretty comfortable in the ring here, dancing around, and he's definitely in this fight.
And a right hand lands for Ramos, and Santos falls through the bottom and second rope. He tries to tell the referee, no, I tripped, but referee Bob Doyle rules this a knockdown. I think it was the correct call.
I do too. The ropes are there to protect him from falling, and he went through. I believe that was a clean knockdown. Ref is doing a good job at letting the fighters, fight through the breaks and take care of themselves. It's nice to see a ref to realize that, these are experienced guys in here. Timmy's got a big background, and they know what to do.
And I like the fact that he's allowing them to fight out, and both fighters are in fact fighting out. Sometimes fighters clinch hoping the ref will break them up as to just halt the action. Both these guys want to fight the inside, they want to fight the inside, they want to fight.
Yeah, that's what the crowd wants to see, and when both combatants are in shape, they have no problem with fighting out. A lot of times, like you said, when fighters are looking for the ref to break them up, it's because they're tired and they're looking for a break, looking for a way out. This is where Timmy had him in trouble before on the ropes with the straight right hand. To see if he can do it again.
And a nice left hand upstairs followed by, which preceded a body shot, sends Santos to the floor. And Santos, I don't think is going to get up. Paul Doyle is going to reach the count of 10, I believe.
Body shot.
And that is that. A left hand to the body results in a first round TKO and a successful pro debut for Framingham, Massachusetts, Tim Ramos.
That was a great win, great shot. Like I said, I really thought he focused on the body, and and obviously it paid big dividends for him in the end, stopping his opponent. I believe it was a left hook to the body. Very nice pro debut for Timmy Ramos with a bright future.
And I'll say this right now: in the first round, we saw the aggressiveness and the heart of Gilvan Santos shake up Ramos here and there in spurts, but Ramos, the seasoned amateur boxer that he has, brought that with him to the professional ranks tonight as he weathered the storm, saw his openings, took advantage of them, and ultimately has a second round TKO. He adjusted to everything that Santos brought at him and passed with flying colors.
I believe Santos was a great first opponent for Timmy Ramos. I think he grew a lot in that first round. He was able to take a few shots, and I think he may have found out who he was tonight in a way, and I think we all now know Timmy Ramos may have a bright future here in New England with pro boxing.
Tim Ramos ate a few shots, including a right uppercut that I think is going to remind him tomorrow when he wakes up. Last night he was in a fight. We'll send inside the ring right now to John Vina for the official particulars of our stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 33 seconds of the second round. Referee Paul Doyle stops his contest. Winner by knockout victory in his professional debut, Timmy Ramos.
Tim Ramos successful in his pro debut tonight. He's standing by momentarily with our very own Butch Stearns. Butch, chat away with the successful pro debuter. We're ready for you now, Butchie. Take it away, my friend.
Than you tonight.
Oh yeah, don't get much better, man. I'm used to the amateurs, man. The pro step up was amazing. It was a great experience. I'm glad the way it ended. It was great.
So, simple question. Why did you win this fight tonight?
I won it from being smart and fighting my game plan. He came out aggressive. He was kind of headbutting a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Using his elbows. I know he's an MMA guy, but I had to use my boxing against him. I stopped him with some power.
So, guy comes out aggressive like that. What's your thinking? I mean, you want to learn something in that first round, don't you?
At first, my mind was kind of everywhere. My first pro fight, I had no headgear, you know what I'm saying? So, my head's everywhere. But second round, I slowed down, slowed the pace down, listened to my corner, and I stopped him with the hook to the body.
So, you just won. This just happened. What do you think you're going to take away from this fight, besides the great memory of this?
I'm going to try and take away a great experience. I know it was 2 rounds. I wanted to get at least 3, trying to stop him in 3. But, I'm going to take away some experience, first pro fight, go back to the drawing board. I got a lot to work on, you know what I'm saying?
So we're going to hear a lot more from Timmy
Oh,
Ramos.
a lot more. Thank you. A lot
Congrats,
more.
man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take care. So there you go. I'm sure that's what happens there. But Timmy Ramos for the big win. Peter, back to you.